Welcome to 10 Count. I'm C-Fall, and I'm with someone we just broke news with like 2 weeks ago. KiLynn King, you're with Impact Wrestling. How's that going?
Well, I mean, did you watch the product?
Of course.
Tag team champs.
Right.
Yeah, so I'd say it's going pretty good. I kind of, debuted and just instantly went for titles, so I think I'm making a good statement right now.
I was going to say, people probably worked there for a very long time, and they were like, I want a championship, and then you're like, I want it like the first week?
I may have gotten a couple darty eyes, but it's okay, because if you want it, come get it. So, and I think Taylor will agree with that statement. So,
how's working with Taylor? Because I interviewed her right before she came back with Impact.
Yeah.
And she's had a whirlwind of a career. And how's that working with her? Because I love her so much.
It's incredible. I'm really excited that I got to be paired up with such a vet in this business. She's an incredible soul, and she's got an amazing mind and a lot of great ideas. And I've always been a big fan of tag team wrestling. I love the avenues that you can go with your tag team partner. So I'm excited to get to do it. Sorry, speaking is hard. I'm excited to get to do it with somebody who has a lot more experience than I do, because I think we're going to have, the more we're together and the more we're in that ring, we're going to have some really cool stuff in the future.
Awesome. Because I know when Taylor first came into Impact Wrestling, she won the Knockouts Championship like instantly, it felt like. Yeah. And I asked her about that, and you just described it as some eyes maybe going, well, I've worked hard, but you're a tag team champion now with her. So crooked eyes at both of you with her magical, mystical powers, you might put a spell on somebody.
Yeah. Well, she did make the point to me that it was kind of cool, because I believe she was the first ever tag champ. Yeah. So fast forward X amount of years later, and now she gets to do it again with me, and I was like, and I literally just came into Impact, so I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool connection right there. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what the future holds with Taylor and I, because I think the Coven's going to be something big in Impact in the Knockouts division.
Outstanding. Because I know everyone has loved you for so long. You're like an internet darling, but now
internet darling.
Yes. Yeah, you got to use that. But yet here we are now, and we're at WrestleCon, and everyone's coming up, getting autographs with you. That's got to feel great, because obviously you've been working so hard to make a name for yourself, and now you have established yourself as, hey, I'm here, and everyone's going to watch me and enjoy what I'm putting out there. How does that feel? Because I've watched you with NWA and other organizations, but now Impact Wrestling is a big move.
It's still kind of weird, because my brain is still in that mindset of maybe people will know who I am. I don't know. I'm just going to show up, and hopefully, they come say hi, and we'll make money, and we'll have fun. And so I think right now that I'm in the position where it's I am officially a part of, a more professional division. I am with a bigger company. It's all coming to fruition, because for the longest time it was just keep your head down and work. And now I'm like, oh wait, I get to breathe and get camera moments and do this and do that and just come to life in a bigger way, and I'm really excited.
That's outstanding. Now, when you started professional wrestling, what was your goal when you first started? Just as any wrestler here at WrestleCon, most likely it's, hey, I want to be a wrestler. Mm-hmm. But the goal lines keep changing, because obviously, hey, I want to have a first match. You do a first match. Win a championship. You win a championship.
Yeah.
What's the next goal for you? Because again, you're accomplishing so much.
So it's interesting, because at the beginning of 2023, two of my biggest New Year's resolutions was get signed and become a world champ.
Boom.
What month are we in? We're in April now, and I have done both. So it's really, really cool. So I think for me, the goal is always obviously to be successful, but I think also too in women's wrestling we're getting into a time where a lot of firsts are already happening. So I want to find my way in my career, whether in Impact and everywhere else I go, to be a part of a lot of firsts, because I've always been very passionate about women's wrestling and it being revolutionized and just elevated each and every year. And if I can be a small part of that, hell yeah, that's what I would love. Even just a small fraction. I just want to do that for myself and for women's wrestling. Yeah.
Well, you bring up women's wrestling. I know Impact used to hold, and they still do randomly, the all women's Knockouts pay-per-view. Is this something you could see on the horizon? Because this is something fans, again, you brought up women's wrestling.
Yeah.
It's on the rise. Yeah. More so than ever. And all women's pay-per-views, that sounds pretty good to me.
I'm going to say this, and it's not an overstatement. Women's wrestling is a draw.
Yeah.
When people hear all women's pay-per-views, they get excited because they know that we're capable of it, and they want to see what kind of limits we're going to push ourselves to make it better than the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've always had a lot to prove, and now that we've made our points here and there, like, now it's prove it even more, like take it to the next level, because it's almost like the expression, like, you are your biggest competition. That's how it is in every women's division. Okay, we did great here, okay, let's do even better this time, let's knock it out of the park. And
and then, like, the Multiverse United had New Japan and Impact working together, but also had some stars from Tokyo Joshi Pro. And to me, that's another company growing at such a fast rate that it's hard to keep up with Maki Ito being like the face of the brand. Yeah, you kind of have the same hair too, a little bit. So could we see more Tokyo Joshi Pro involved with Impact Wrestling? Because New Japan's involved with it, but they're also involved with AEW.
Yeah.
Let's get some more people involved. Let's all hold hands together, kumbaya, around the world, back and forth singing.
Well, I'm not Office. I don't have any control over that, but I will say that I would absolutely love that, because one of my biggest goals is, I just recently got my passport, and one of my biggest goals is to go to the UK, go to Japan, you know, and start getting my name out overseas. So if they could come to us and we could collaborate, that would be a dream. So
you know, they were upstairs about 2 floors up a little while ago. Caused some friction, caused some movement.
I'll go start a fight with one of them right now, so that way they'll just want to fight us regardless, whether it's on good terms or not.
We don't need a ring to fight. We just need fists in our feet.
Yeah, exactly. Just kick them in the face every time.
Well, here we are at WrestleCon. Thank you so much, KiLynn King, the newest signee of Impact Wrestling. Again, you signed, then like 2 weeks later, champion.
I don't have the belt with me. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Those things are heavy, and obviously airports are not too fond of guessing of professional wrestlers walking through with big metal belts.
Get stopped every time.
Hey, take off your belt, take off your rings, take off your cell phone. What the hell is that? Is that a world championship belt?
Actually, they get kind of, well, at least in my experience, like when I go through security and they pull it out, they're like, yeah. So my experience has been good. I don't know about other people, but it is kind of awkward because every time you get stopped.
So you hold the line up when they're like, oh, can I take a picture with this belt? And everyone behind you is like with their shoes off, trying to get through.
No pictures are taken.
Oh.
No pictures taken. My hoodie's up and I'm trying to go in camouflage, like.
Well, they see a woman with red hair like yourself. I imagine there's lookies.
So it was a blessing and a curse, because the transition of this hair to what it is now has been like a journey, and everybody's like so into it now. But it's also kind of a curse because there's no mistaking it. Like if you see it at an airport and you know who I am, you're like, oh, yeah, that's KiLynn King, and I'm like, oh, hi, bye.
And then also, you know, bleaching your hair over and over again to get that color must be a problem.
Actually, I only have to do the roots.
Okay.
I only have to do the roots because
I don't have that problem. I'm losing it.
Yeah, because we blend all these colors in together, so the only part that has to be bleached so it's bright is the roots. Okay. So we're managing it. It's we're not killing it yet. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me, I swear. No, I'm just kidding. My hair just fell because I have 3 children.
Yeah,
but,
no.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That and a poor diet will probably do it to you.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you so much. We're at WrestleCon having a great time. Again, tag team champion, newest signing to Impact. Thank you so much as always. It was a pleasure, and have a great day.